And so building in that muscle memory. I mean, it's like,
we're at the Lindsay school today, and Stacy's talking about toilet awareness. I'm going to hand it over to her.
So the second one is to be naked. Is they really, if you're afraid it's going to be messy, yeah. How do you want to see the light? Well, do you want to go look at it? You want to look at your own phone? I don't think that's great. But diapers, like dirty diapers, are really messy. Pooping in the potty is way, way better than pooping in a diaper. So for your own sake, it's honestly, we had a lot of towels. We had some, Nature's Miracle. It's like pet spray. That stuff works. Or BioClean Back Out is another good one for carpet. If you have hardwood or tiles, just wipes on up, guys. But being naked is we started completely naked for a couple days, and then added underpants and then added clothes. So. For the process, yeah.
You can make it, right?
Yeah.
And I want to train my daughter.
Oh, she's asking, like, having them naked in front of each other?
How old are they?
She's 3, and my daughter is going to be.
People in I was in Europe, and he was like, "You're 19," and he was like, "What? My dad and I only wear underwear because we're in a house."
It depends on your own comfort level. If that's something that you're not comfortable with, then by all means, don't do it. But if there are a lot of people that don't have any concern with their children seeing themselves or their other children naked, so this is entirely your own call. If you feel like it's not cool, then it's not cool. But if it's not a big deal, then have her around naked. You can just put them in the
Mommy.
Like my daughter, you don't like to wear a diaper. She said I take off her diaper and I put her underwear. Sometimes she
if you don't want them naked, you don't have to. But I think it's gonna be a lot harder. And for me, I feel like having people in your own family being naked, with little kids, they don't care. They really don't. Like I actually next Monday I'm doing another Google Hangout with another mom and author about kind of body shame and why you shouldn't use the actual consequences for your genitals, which I think is really important, but a totally different topic. Because I could really talk about that for a long time. But
Anything that she's saying for other talk to me about, like, calling it a vagina and a penis.
No.
Kids, it's like, yes, they're genitals, but like they're little kids, they're not sexual organs. It's just like your elbows to them. Like they don't have the connotation, they don't have the baggage around it that we do. So does that make sense?
Yeah, because my son, down in bed, and then I tell her my baby can't feel weight. And then the baby comes out, you just feel like
Staring.
yeah. And then I was like, don't do that, Papa. She's a baby. And then I didn't know how to react to that.
Yeah, but this thing is like, if you have different genitals than somebody else, you're like, oh, that's different. So they're just trying to figure it out. It's not a bad or a good thing. It just kind of is. It's kind of like if somebody has like really awesome hair that's like bright blue, and you're looking at it, you're not reading the phone. No, you're just like, oh, that hair is blue. That's different. You want more milk?
And then you can so my the baby. He was like, jeez. Yeah. So it was like, stop doing that, like,
You feel awkward.
It's the same thing too, like with like breastfeeding in public. I think like with breastfeeding in public, people that have hang-ups about other people breastfeeding in public, like I don't think this is sexual at all. Like I don't care. The only time somebody criticized me for breastfeeding in public was my 43-year-old male roommate in SeaWorld. He was sitting right here from me, and he had no problem, but a woman who worked there was like, oh, because of that. I'm like, they can breastfeed their kids too, I don't mind. She had a problem, but like her problem, it was her problem. Do you guys think this is like really, really racy?
My daughter is almost 2 next week, and I still breastfeed her, and like if I'm on the bus trolley and she wants to breastfeed, I kind of feel awkward because she's so big, and sometimes people will be like,
What's awkward about this? I don't know. thing, is like when you teach them that it's weird to that other people have genitals, like that's when it becomes weird for them. They don't know that that's weird.
Yeah, so that's what
Oh, he comes into the bathroom with me. He's like, "Oh, mommy, what's your vulva?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am, honey."
Or yeah, a lot of times he does, but like we it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
My brother, like, he be laughing, right? He'd be like, when like, he's, I don't know, this age, he's 3. He still wants to go with my mom or something, he wants to go with me. And when you see he saw my mom and me, he'd be like, laughing. I would be like, oh, Chichis. And I'm like, yeah, Chichis too right there. And he'd be like, I know. Oh, my mom doesn't like it. I don't know, because yeah, but I told my mom, she has to know that because, like, he later on could be like, other houses or anything like in daytime, like when girls are doing something, changing or something, he'd be like touching or doing things that are awkward. And all the parents would find me like, why are you doing that? I told my mom, don't be like that. They would know. Teach him about that. I know he's male. Yeah. You have to stop being so closed up.
Because I mean, like I said, I can talk about this for a long time, but there's kind of two things that work. Is that there's the body autonomy of like, I mean, it's hard to get breastfeeding, but like that's somebody else's body, and you don't violate their own personal space. Your 4-year-old is right that age that that's exactly an issue.
Yeah.
Well, honey, if you take your shoes off, you have to go sit by grandma. And then the same thing in the body shape, like if you're, I don't know, but it's like we're so often told that. I mean, I think the same thing with like the breastfeeding public issue is like we're told you need to cover yourself up, and it's like, well, what are we supposed to do with burqas? Because I have a whole file on my computer with breastfeeding burqas because the boobs aren't the sexual part, guys, that they can't show their hair. So. Yeah, so I think those are separate issues.
Yeah, like breastfeeding on the trolley or something, and then
Well, obviously a very interesting one.
No, I was
afraid I was breastfeeding, and some girl had looked at me like, what the hell? And I said, my rubber clothes on, like, cover stuff, like, our stuff over her head, like, if they take it off, they take it off, so I'm like, I'm not gonna suffocate her, and like, he's like, oh, like, cover up, and I'm like, I said out loud so she could hear me, I was like, well, I said, oh, well, she didn't have to look at me, she could look the other direction, she kind of like, what the heck, not, and like, people still, like, to this day, like, they look at me like, why, like, I was at a family event, and my I was like, you need to go outside to breastfeed. And I literally had to go outside and breastfeed because like everyone like takes it as like such a big deal.
Again, that's a social construction. So I mean, that's the thing. It's like, did any of you guys freak out when I was just nursing him?
No.
Because it's not a big deal, you guys. So so that's the thing is the more that we breastfeed in front of other people and teach our kids that it's not a big deal, and teach our sons that it's not a big deal, and that boobs aren't just sexual, and that maybe they shouldn't kind of sexually harassing jerks with your teenage boys. Like, that's awesome. So, where do you go, baby?
Don't even see them like that anymore.
Exactly. Well, I know how many people come over to work. Like, how many really cared that you were naked all of a sudden? Because I thought, I'm fairly reasonably modest, and I was like, well, I'm not going to want to go naked. Oh, I'm just naked. Hey, buddy. All right, so potty training. Be naked. Naked is good. And naked is good. So, it's also if you have a yard is a great place to potty train. If you have like a backyard, that is one where potty training boys is easier. He loves peeing on trees. It's his favorite. So I mean, girls can too. It's not quite as easy. Okay. And so the other ones are be steadfast and committed. So if you're thinking, well, I'm gonna try it, but I don't think he's really ready, and you're kind of half-assing it, your kid's gonna know. I mean, kids, they're smarter than we like to give them credit for, and they'll pick up on that. So if you don't think it's gonna work, they'll know, and they won't think it's gonna work. And then also be kind. And I think this is the hardest one because potty training can be really frustrating if we let it be. Because if you expect them to just magically potty train, you're gonna be disappointed. So, and also like I've heard like horror stories of like kids in daycare that there was this is like the worst thing ever, is there in the news there was this woman who she was a young stepmom, and her stepdaughter like pooped in her pull-up and then lied about it, and so she shoved cayenne pepper in her face, and the little girl died. Like, if somebody's threatening you with physical violence if you poop in your diaper, why would you tell anybody you were going to poop? So, I mean, that's an extreme example, but if if you yell at somebody for pooping in their pants or peeing in their pants when they legitimately are just learning how to do this. Right, exactly. An accident's an accident. And it's the same, like when your baby's learning how to walk, do you get mad at them for falling down? No. So why would you yell? I'm not saying you guys would, but like I said, I've heard awful stories that just hurt my heart. But if your child, you found shoes, oh my goodness, oh screws. How many? Can you go show those to Grandma and count them? Well, here, why don't you count them right here? But but that's the thing, is like, if any time you got one wrong on a test, Dawn yelled at you, like, how would you want to take the test? You would just skip school, right? Right, well, but that's the thing. So, if you want to have positive associations and not have it feel here. I mean, I'm talking right now. I'm happy to hold you, but I can't sit down right now. I would love to hold you. So, yeah, and so just thinking about it in those terms of, like, they're learning how to do this. And so they're not doing it on purpose. Like, he had an accident this morning because I had the gall to take a shower when he did not want me to. And he was so upset that he wasn't paying attention, and then he peed, and then he was more upset, which is why we were late. But, it's harder because, they get distracted and stuff like that. They don't want to stop playing and all this kind of stuff. But it's not malicious. They're just figuring it out. So, so for us, like, when he has an accident, then it's like, oops, we missed. You have to finish. I still put him on the potty to still associate. Oh, you had to go potty. This is where the pee goes. And then we clean it up and say, oh, we have to clean up now. Do you want to help me? And now he helps me. Then we go put the towel in the laundry. So like he associates that whole thing of like, if we miss, we have to clean up. But it's not like, oh my gosh, you're the worst child in the universe for peeing on the carpet. It's like you're 2 and you peed on the carpet because you're 2. So really just keeping in mind that, like, do I love cleaning up pee from the carpet? No. He peed on me this morning in bed. Not my favorite. But it's not worth getting all riled up over. Does that make sense?
She's 5, and she's still like sometimes has accidents, and like they do have that like when she's wrapped up in playing and she doesn't understand that she doesn't want to run inside and go pee. So I think there's have to understand she's just all into it. Like you can't sit her, she'd have a problem with going to the bathroom. She was like 6 and she would still like have that problem where she would feel into something. She would like let her go.
Well, it's like if you ever were working on a project where you lost track of time, it's the same thing. It's like their job is to play. So if they're playing, they're really working really hard. And so they get distracted. So that let's skip forward. But that's the same thing. And so like you can kind of do it 2 ways. Is you can at first you're gonna it is a screwdriver. That's really awesome. Can you go show Grandma? No? Okay, I'll put it up here. Lost my train. So yeah, so you can kind of, when you first have them naked, then you really pay attention to their body cues. Then, once you kind of have that down, then you can start paying attention and asking them, like, every half hour to 45 minutes, oh, do you have to go potty? Then we had a point where he was getting used to it, but he'd say no. And so every, like, hour, we'd just say, like, okay, time to get on the potty, put him on the potty, and pee. Oh my goodness. And so you can kind of start with their body cues and teaching them to listen to their body cues, but then assuming that they have to pee every once in a while. So then we added underpants, because then it's like, it's almost like a diaper again. And then he would have a couple of accidents and he wasn't quite used to it. And then added outings as well. I was going to bring my travel potty, but it's in my car, because I didn't grab it. But we have a little travel potty seat reducer to help it make it a little bit more comfortable. And you can also get, like, the rotating expensive. You can use these plastic bags. You can just put a little plastic bag under it, so it's like a little travel potty. So there's nothing worse than being stuck at home for like a week because you are afraid your kids are going to pee. And then just a reminder to listen to their body. So really just, and also being brief is helpful. Because again, they understand a lot, but they don't, like, I do this all the time, but it's like, I'm teaching you, and it's like, that was just, so it's like, pee goes in the potty. That's like, short sentences, short words, just keeping it brief, you don't have to like explain why. It's like we just want to be on the carpet because it's hard for mom to do. Yes, it is. So he goes in the potty. So if he doesn't want to piss, he goes in the potty. So and then being patient and then being positive. And so
You're still at the 0 to 18, right?
no.
Oh, you moved on. Okay. Sorry.
We got distracted, so I skipped.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was a good time.
I did the vision.
So,
No, you're good.
I mean, a lot of it applies to both. It's just, and I just don't want to spend a lot of time on the EC since I do have the other hangout with a lot more details, and they are a little different. Because the other thing is, the big thing is babies communicate differently. And so with toddlers, you can talk to them, and they can talk to you. I mean, clearly he talks up a storm, and so he can tell me what's going on. Although again, sometimes one of the favorite words is no. Sometimes no doesn't actually mean no to them. So, did you have to go potty? No. Yes, you do. So, and then another thing is really being on the same page as your partner and caregivers. So, if they're in daycare and your daycare provider, like maybe you have a young baby and you want to try EC at home, and your daycare provider is like, no. Okay, well then just do it at home. You know, it's not worth the fight, and it makes sense to do. But you know, it's making sure that if daycare or grandma's watching, then that you explain exactly kind of what's going on, so they have some consistency. So it doesn't have to be 100%, but the more on board you can get them. Because again, like, you know, if your dad comes home and is like, whatever, I just want to use diapers, which is what my husband did for a couple of days, and I wanted to punch him in the head, but did not. I'm sure it's my true story. That really, you know, if he's like, well, I'm just going to put a diaper on him, and then he's trying to wrestle him down to get him in a diaper, I'm like, no, because that makes everything harder for everybody. So.
Do you believe that like older siblings are like help the kids get potty trained?
I think so. I mean, I only have the one so far, but I know like a lot of younger kids want to do it. I mean, when we go to the park, he likes to follow the older kids around. And I know, and we share a nanny a couple days a week with another family, and their daughter's actually 2 months older than him, and hasn't been using the potty. And then we were together, and I had him use the potty right before we left, and her mom posted on Facebook. She's like, how long do I have to sit in the bathroom with my daughter because she wants to use the potty all of a sudden? And I said because she wanted to see his potty, and I was like, oh, maybe you guys on Tuesday when you see each other, you guys can potty together. And suddenly she's like, oh, if he's gonna potty, I want to potty.
Well, right now, Cash just followed them because Jessica and the two littles, they went to the bathroom, and Cash wanted to go, and he actually peed in the potty. And it's because he got to see the other kids go to the bathroom, and he's like, oh yeah, I know how to do this. I want to do this too. So
and that's why a lot of times, like, you know, I'm at home with him by myself a lot, and so he would always come in the bathroom with me. So I put his little potty in the bathroom, and I just put him on his potty when I went potty for a long time. Because I had to take him with me so he wasn't like destroying things. So I might as well, you know, again, oh, this is where we go to the bathroom. You know, I go potty, you go potty, everybody goes potty. Another thing a lot of people find helpful are reading about potty books. Like when we started, we brought the potty home and put it in the living room and put him on it with clothes to help him figure out it's a special kind of chair and things like that. So, and if you're gonna do if you have a little bit older kid and you want to do like we're gonna potty train this, but you can kind of talk it up and be like, hey, we're really excited because next week we're gonna start using the potty, and you know, have these things that they're looking forward to, and then help them again. It's just all about positive associations with that, so it doesn't turn into a power struggle. Because again, there are enough opportunities for power struggles with toddlers that this is not one you want. So, I will say, like, I have to bring a bag of extra pants all the time, but I don't miss the diaper bag. It's everything. So, and I will say he is still in diapers at night. Nighttime dryness is different than daytime dryness. And a little bit. Yeah. So he's still in diapers at night. You can do. Like, have you guys heard of dream feeding? Like for breastfeeding or for formula, like dream feeding is you kind of wake baby up to feed them so they sleep a little bit longer stretch. You can do like what they call a dream pee. And so for him, he still nurses all spring and night because he keeps me. It just feels right. And so he's constantly getting fluids all night, so he keeps on breathing. And he doesn't like to wear a diaper, so I have a waterproof pad under his sheets. Then I have another waterproof pad on top of a towel, so when he pees, I can just throw that off if he refuses to wear a diaper. but it's too much work for me to, because he doesn't, some kids are way better at it. He does not wake up enough to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night yet. And so we've negotiated, and he wears a diaper now. And so that's the only time. And it's a special nighttime diaper. We use cloth, and so he didn't like his old nighttime diapers, and so we switched because bedtime was taking too long. And so he wears his diaper at night. And sometimes if he'll wake up and he wants to take it off and pee, he'll take it off and he'll pee. But a lot of kids aren't dry completely until they're 3 or 4 at night.
I try to find my husband what he does. I feel like holds it in until I put some and I get to
with that, because part of it is how old is he? Because part of it proves that he's ready. Because if he can hold it, then he can hold it until he's on a potty. The trick is that it's a weird association. So I might try something like getting like some pre-folds, or you can get like cheap flour sack towels at like $1, and like putting one of those on top of a little potty so that you feel something but can pee on there. Almost like a piddle pad for a puppy, if that makes sense.
Does that make sense, Jackie? What you're saying?
So he still gets the same sensation, but he associates it with sitting on the potty, and you can gradually take it away. Because with little kids, you can do like a pre-fold, and like they have like little diaper belts so that like they still feel that they're wet, kind of thing. But again, it might just be, if you wait until eventually he has to pee, and and again, making it like a fun and happy association, as opposed to like, you need to pee on the potty, oh my God, stop peeing on the floor, which is really hard because when you're peeing on your floor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's also a couple of resources I'll have for Erin to put up, but also godiaperfree.com. There's an ebook that is supposed to be really, I just kind of half-assed it, like I just kind of winged it, because that's the thing is like my approach might not work for everybody, but like I said, in December he's like, I don't want to wear diapers. I'm like, fine, and pee in the potty. And he's like, I will. And I was like, oh. So I thought it was going to be way harder. And
It
so,
was easy for you then.
well, that's the thing is Erin's like, it's over. I'm like, I didn't want to treat it. I just gotta start going. So, but it's fine. So, but I think that's also the thing is I feel like we're often, it's kind of when we talk about breastfeeding, is everyone's like, oh, breastfeeding's so hard, and so it doesn't work for a lot of moms, and you think you're gonna fail before you even start because everybody tells you that you're going to. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, potty training's so hard, it's a giant pain, and it takes forever, and then you think it's going to, so it does.
I said that too, like, I thought my daughter was gonna take a really long time, because she was like, it's that, like, I do whatever I want, but it actually took us a week to be potty trained, but at night she wouldn't eat, so I would just leave her in underwear all night, daytime too, and it was really easy, like, that was every hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think if you set yourself up knowing it's not going to be easy and fun, but it's not going to be terrible. I mean, diapers kind of suck. So, it can't be. I guess for me, like, it wasn't going to work. Then my son, he didn't want to wear a diaper at night, and so I just put him on the towel. But he wakes up when he pees on the towel because I'm just laying in a puddle of pee. So then it was like, okay, dude, like you keep waking up, you're not getting enough rest for your body, so we need to put the diaper on. We'll just try it, and if you don't like it, we'll take it off. And then
Like anything that drinks either at night instead of morning time.
Yeah.
That'll be all night.
Yeah, if you stop liquids, like we had to stop like after dinner, he doesn't get a water bottle anymore, but again, he nurses all night, so that only works so well for us. But again, some children actually do that sleeping thing in long stretches that I put on. So, that's why I feel like the potty training himself was like my gift for the crappy sleep the last 2 years. So I think, but yeah, so just even, get a potty, talk about it, prepare, get naked, add underpants next, start going out a little bit. I have a car seat cover for my car seat, or you can add like a little towel underneath, and then add clothes at home before you start going out, because it's just a different, like you said, with holding it until he's wearing a diaper. Same thing as like you put on underpants and pants, suddenly it's like that same sensation, like, oh, now my pants are wet. And again, it's just like, oops, now we have to change pants. And part of it, with towels, you can kind of negotiate a little bit of like, hey, when you stop listening to your body and you pee in your pants, we have to stop playing and change you. Wouldn't it be better if you just stopped playing? And the same thing is when you have this other, like, finding places to interrupt them, so they don't want to stop playing. So, hey buddy, okay, 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna go sit on the potty. So if they're, you know, reading a book or doing a puzzle, like find a good stopping spot to interrupt them as opposed to just busting in. So. That's I didn't say anything. I just looked at you. Hi. That's what all I have. Sweet. Do you guys have any other questions? Questions? I can't talk any louder, so. Aaron, carriers, peeing.
Oh, yes. Okay, so, no more questions about body awareness, toilet awareness? No? Okay, I think we're gonna have another topic on body shame.
I said Monday I'm meeting with Rachel Ringgold.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
I just had her on a podcast yesterday. Yes. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and help you out with the carrier. And anybody else have a question or want help with the carrier or anything like that?
Does anybody want to try the blue one?
The sling ring sling. And then how many of you have Gmail accounts? Okay, so they all do. Okay, so what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start doing these, having them available to you on our Google Plus page, so that you can go back and listen to the class again or watch the class again. And then we're also gonna, I gotta make sure to get their Gmail account so I can invite them all to the circle.
You know what we can do really quick if we have time?
What's that?
So we have to write an analysis, is just send something around.
Okay.
Christian, can you send around a paper with their name and Gmail address, please?
You can just make it. You can make a circle or a group too.
Yeah, I'll make a circle.
You're doing a
And
community.
then we'll just have to do that every time, because you know there's different rules.
Right.
And so for the new rules, your Gmail account, is that one we just gave you? Okay. So it won't say Gmail, it'll be at SDJCCS, but it's a
Okay.
Gmail account.
Got it.
It's just a Gmail account. It'll recognize it as a Gmail.
Okay.
It's just like a school Gmail thing.
Yes, awesome. Oh, yeah, okay, so let me see. I think there's a local
Girls, don't forget the analysis. Here's your cheat sheet if you don't know how to write it. Last week, those of you that turned it in without the analysis is 60 points, which is a D.
What's the Gmail?
Your Gmail is your SDJCCS account. Yes, it could be anything. Anything.
I want to find you guys. Oh my God. This is my card. And they sell like she also did
No,
yeah,
no, 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 mommy. No, mommy.
And we've got an interruption from Cash. Oh, do you
Okay.
want to see that? Cash, give the phone to Mama.
Thank you.
Cash,
Also got John Marie.
Cassius, give the phone to Mama.
I want to come to those.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Hi.
Live. Okay, so everyone, you want to say hi to MJ? She's at home.
Hello, Mamas. I'm missing you. Couldn't make it today.
Well, you'll make it next time, but thanks, Em.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Stacy.
We're going to try on some carriers and stuff now.
Oh, cool. Have
Okay.
fun.
Peace out.
Okay, I'll end the broadcast now.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, guys, so hope you have enjoyed checking out Stacy and her amazing knowledge at the Lindsay School and talking about toilet awareness today. So tune in the next time we're at the Lindsay School in a few weeks. Okay. All right. Bye.